No. I mean, not far, but no.
Let's go.
Hey, hey, Josh, could you talk a little bit about today's game and just your feelings coming away with your first win?
It was all about resiliency. We had a message in the week. We just said we was going to say, I'm not going to say the words, but it was effort. Like we just said we wanted to have that mentality. And everybody applied that out there. You felt it on the sideline. We were never rattled. It was my job as a quarterback to make sure I keep my cool so that the defense, because the defense feeds off us as the offense feeds off the defense, special teams. And it was just a great team effort. Coaches did a great job. We came out with a nice game plan after we got a feel for how they were attacking us in the second half, and we were able to pull it out. Great job by the defense getting an interception, putting us in position. And AP, Hall of Fame running backs do what Hall of Fame running backs do, close games.
Waiting so long for this opportunity to get it, to have Adrian Peterson, to have a supportive team, and to get the win. What are those emotions?
I'm just thankful to God that really just to put me in this position, man. Everything that happened today was a lot of stuff was beyond my control. I just had to let go and let the man upstairs do what we were supposed to do. If we were meant to win this game, we was going to get it done. All it was my job is to do my part, make sure I prepare, make sure I keep my head in it, make sure I be a leader, make sure that we all do our part. And I mean, everybody did that. Everybody did our part, and God, He wanted us to have this victory, and we got it.
Josh, what on the 3rd and 15 to Jamison, as you throw the ball, what's going through your mind when you see where that ball's going?
I know we had a chance. I didn't really know how it would plan out. It was 3rd and 15, you know. It was one of those situations where give a guy opportunity. What do we really have to lose, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, it was 13-6. We needed an opportunity to go score. Crowder made a play. You could say it was luck or whatever, but, I mean, those plays happen in football. That's what makes the beauty of this sport. You need things like that to go your way every now and then. I mean, this team has had enough, even before I got here, of things go not their way. So to have something go their way, it's good for everybody in this locker room to be able to have that and experience that.
Josh, can you take us through your mindset a little bit? Because it seemed like, you didn't slide today. It seemed like you were kind of trying to make the most out of everything. And I know this team's in a position where they're playing with some urgency, but is there some urgency from you personally?
Most definitely. I know every opportunity I get could be my last one. That's just the reality of my situation. So I just want to leave it all on the field. I owe this game that much because I love it that much. I mean, I put this work. I've stayed around this game for that long. For me to go out there and not leave it on the field, I would be disrespecting it. So at the end of the day, if I had an opportunity where I feel like I can make a play, I'm going to go do that. And, I mean, we ended up pulling out the victory, so it worked out fine.
Josh, I've already asked you this, but I showed you that video of you right when the ball. I think that was when the ball went through the uprights. You fell down, you started banging your fist, you just kind of pumped your fist there. I mean, what were the emotions you were feeling there as you got your first NFL victory as a starter?
Just everything from my career. I mean, I've always had belief in myself that I can do things like this, but I've never been one to talk about it because talking does nothing. I mean, you just got to really be about the action. And today I was in the action, and just to have it go our way, I should say, and be able to just have everything that's been bottled up in me for years to finally just let it out. It was a relief. Honestly, it was. It was just a relief.
Josh, before getting to that point, was there a turning point within the game for you personally after a bit of a slow start for the offense in the first quarter?
Never really. I guess me being in the league long enough, me being on the sideline, being on the back end, on the positive and negative of how this game goes, I understand that it's an up and down game. That's what makes this game so special. So I really just wanted to stay the course. I knew that it wasn't going to be like a cakewalk. We're playing against a great defense. I had no training camp with this team, no off season, no anything. I haven't played football in 2 years. So to come out here and say that we're just going to score 40 points, maybe not going to happen. So at the end of the day, we just had to find a way. And, I mean, when it comes down to December and around this time of real football, this is real football, you just got to start finding a way to win. And then you just start building off that. You see in the second half, everybody got in a rhythm with each other a little bit. We all got comfortable, a lot more comfortable. Coaches on how I was handling the plays, guys getting used to my voice. It was just a lot of stuff that it's a lot of the little things that you get year round that we were kind of doing it all in 1 week. So, I mean, our job was just go out and get a win, and we got that.
Josh, you had the Crowder tip that kind of set you guys up, and Fabian had that interception at the end. There are moments like that you thought, hey, we can do this. The momentum's back on our side.
I always felt like we can do it. At the end of the day, we just got to keep plugging, keep believing, keep in the faith. I mean, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, you never know what can happen. That's the beauty of this game of football. Being out there, you just got to keep at it, keep at it, and then let it plays. And then when it's 0 on the scoreboard, then you can go back and reflect on what happened. But when you're in the moment, you just got to keep pushing, keep staying at it, and then let the chips fall how they're going to fall. The chips fall on our side today, and Washington Redskins got a victory, and we back in the opportunity to go do this thing.
Gosh, multiple teammates on both sides of the ball talked about how you've emerged already as a leader. You could see a situation where a guy comes in and doesn't know, you may know a couple of guys on the team, but you feel like an outsider coming in. To have emerged and infiltrated this team as a leader so quickly, do you have any idea how you've been able to do that, and when did you feel like you were truly a part of this team?
Last week, I could say I gained some of the guys' respect by just going out there and getting the job done a little bit when we had the opportunity. But when it comes to being a leader, I always know what it takes to be a leader as a quarterback. And in the beauty of I guess you could say my upbringing and everything, I know how to relate to people of all different walks of life. And so I've always had that ability, but at the end of the day, I know what players respond to in this league. They respond to action. They respond to you going out there and doing what you're supposed to do. And if you're going to fight and you're going to leave it all on the field, guys will play for that. That's how it's been on every team I've been on. And so me, again, if I got the opportunity to do that, it's my job to at least go out there and give 110%. And then at least I know that everybody else probably will follow, especially because at the end of the day, they're going to look at it as this guy just got here 10 days ago. So if I've been here all year, I got to at least get the same amount of effort. And if all 53 guys giving that same amount of effort, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Josh, Jay stopped you right before kickoff and shook your hand and looked like he gave some words of encouragement. What did he say to you?
Calm down. Calm down. That's Jay. But Jay always been the same. That's what I love about Jay. He's been consistent with me since day one I met him in Tampa when he was a GA. He's been the same guy from when he was a GA, offense coordinator to head coach. And I respect people who's consistent. He never changed up who he is. He respects his position. He does a great job of coaching us.
Two quick ones for you. It looked like you were limping a bit in the second half. You were even limping as you were walking into this room. What happened? And what's the mindset these last 2 weeks?
Haven't been hit in 2 years. You haven't been hit in 2 years. I haven't cut off 300-pound defensive linemen like Calais Keble and Ngakwe. Just my body's getting acclimated. There's a lot of things that I'm doing on speed dial right now. I mean, you could say that way. I mean, normally you go through preseason, you get all the bumps and bruises out the way. I haven't had that opportunity, so at the end of the day, I can't worry about that. I'll be all right next week, and we'll be ready to go. So recovery center like 7 a.m. So recovery center tonight.
Hey, Josh, will you do anything to commemorate this game, whether it be keep a game ball or memento?
I don't know yet. I haven't got that far, honestly. I know, right? Everything that I just experienced is right here. And the things that I was experiencing on that field, I know that it was somebody looking down on us today. And I think as of right now, I got enough of it in this memory bank that I'm going to let it ride for there. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully the Redskins create some good content or something. We'll see.
Said Jay has told you calm down. Did you feel like you were a little bit amped up internally and maybe needed, a little bit over amped up just because it's your first start in so long?
Honestly, I really felt fine. It was just more the anticipation. I think we all have that. If you haven't done something in a long time, you're just gonna be anticipated. And then there was the element of just, had to let the game play out. Didn't really know how they were going to defend us. I haven't played. I didn't know how they viewed me. So it was more, I think he said it in a sense of he kind of had an idea that we was going to have to let the game come to us. And I kind of took that approach. I never wavered. Just wanted to just keep staying the course and just be a leader for this team and put us in position to win.
Hey, Josh, in preparation for this game this week, what did you say to yourself in going forward to prepare for this game this week? Just
every situation I've experienced, I've probably been in a somewhat similar situation before in my career or my life. And I just try to draw back on those experiences. One thing I've always tried to do with myself is even when things may seem seem negative, I always try to pull positives from them and just pull a positive and store it somewhere. And, I mean, it kind of came full circle a little bit this week. There was things I was able to go back to reflect on from when I was in Tampa. This is kind of how I started in Tampa. When I was in New York, when I was in Baltimore, the Jets, every situation has affected me in some type of way. And I just try to pull from that enough when I can, just understanding and identifying that, oh, this is like this time and this is like that time. And one thing that I knew coming into this week, that I was different. I knew I was different than the guy I was in 2011. I wasn't nervous with talking to you guys. I wasn't worried about everybody now texting me and everything. I knew that comes with the territory. So I was able to really just focus on what matters, and that's trying to get a win versus Jacksonville.
Josh, Adrian said he's been checking your temperature a lot the past couple weeks. So what has your relationship with him been like, both on and off the field, having him in your ear?
Respect. Like that, I mean, you got a guy like that in the backfield, and he's there with you, and he look you in the eyes like AP do, and know that he's there with you. It just brings a calm to you, and it's just ironic because he reminds me of my cousin. I told him after the game, I'm like, you and Marshawn are like so alike, it's crazy. So just to have somebody back there like that, I mean, it just, people got your back, and if you're going in there with 11 strong on the offense side, 22 strong with the defense, and then 33 with the special teams, feel good. Just feel like you can go out there and do your part and let these guys do their part, and then what happens as a team, we'll be all right.
Josh? Okay, Josh, two weeks left of the regular season. You've been here a few weeks now, gotten to know these guys. Is this a playoff team?
We're in a great position to be. Our job is to go out and go execute and beat the Tennessee Titans. I'm not one to predict. I'm not one to worry about things that don't really matter, because the only thing that matters is us going out and winning that game on Sunday. Nothing I can say right now won't mean anything if we don't go out next week and get the job done. So I'm really just focused on all the action. Our action tomorrow, our action Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is what's going to put us in position to win, and that's the most important thing for us to focus on.
Thanks, guys. All right. Is that an Oakland thing? Action? It seems like you and Mark
Got to be about that action.
He's not trying to get fired.